Hello, Coach Bell here. Welcome to day 2 of our 30-day ebook writing and selling challenge. You just survived day 1 and more than that, you have committed. Sa dami ng gusto magsulat ng ebook, konti lang ang actually nagsisimula. So attending the orientation is already a big step. Nakuha mo na ang overview ng Bell method, nakapag-reflect ka na kung bakit mo gusto to, at ngayon ready ka nang mag-dive in. Kaya today, simulan na ng pinaka-importanting part, which is topic discovery. Kasi kahit may kwento ka, mahalaga na piliin mo yung tamang entry point para hindi lang basta kwento, kundi kwentong may dating sa readers mo. So today, we're going to use the Bell method at si ChatGPT para tulungan kang i-clarify at i-validate ang topic mo. No pressure, just guided prompts plus heart check. Excited? So today we're diving into the core, choosing your ebook topic. Ang hindi tayo basta-basta, ulitin ko, hindi tayo basta-basta pipili ng topic ha. Hindi ito hula-hula or pauso lang. We're going to use our Bell method. Brandable, easy, lucrative. Tapos i-combine natin with ChatGPT para hindi ka maubusan ng ideas. So ready ka na? Let's go! Step 1, Bell method. Okay? So let's make sure you really get what Bell stands for. Kasi dito magmumula ang winning topic mo. Hindi siya random, may sistema, may puso, at of course, may kita. Alright, G? Okay, B is for brandable. Is it something you can be known for? Parang ganito lang. Isipin mo na parang may nagtanong, uy, si ano ba yun? Laging may hugot stories? O kaya naman, siya ba yung madalas mag-share ng budgeting tips na relatable? Brandable means kaya kang maalala ng tao sa topic na yan. O, halimbawa, may kilala ko, simpleng nanay lang siya dati na nagpo-post ng mga tips about homeschooling. Hindi siya educator ha, pero consistent siya. Story dito, tip doon, hanggang naging go-to na siya ng mga mommy sa barangay. Now, she sells a 199 ebook about DIY homeschooling hacks. Brandable siya kasi naging homeschool mom ng masa. So, tanong mo sa sarili mo, may kwento ka bang inuulit-ulit sa friends mo? May mga bagay ba na madalas kang tanungin about? Kasi yan ang simula ng brand mo kahit hindi ka influencer. Gets ba? Okay, E is easy to teach. Kaya mo bang i-explain in simple terms? Huwag mo nang i-complicate ha. Kasi hindi mo kailangan ng expertise, hindi mo kailangan ng diploma para maging expert sa isang topic or magkaroon ng 5,000 hours of study. Ang kailangan lang, may na-experience ka and kaya mong i-share yan na parang nakikipagkwentuhan lang sa tropa. Okay, parang ganito. Meron akong nakilala. Mahilig siyang mag-budget using envelope method. Hindi niya naman alam na system na pala yun. Nag-explain lang siya sa FB post ng ito yung sweldo ko, 10,000. At ganito yung paghahati-hati ko. Grocery, bill, savings, etc. And then, boom! Viral besh. Now, may mini course na siya kasi madali siyang maintindihan and easy to teach. Okay? So, check mo to. Kung kaya mong i-explain sa pamangkin mo na grade 6, pasado ka na sa easy to teach standard. Alright? And then, let's go to letter L, lucrative. May taong willing magbayad for this info. Ganun yung mga tanong doon. May tao bang willing magbayad for the information that I'm going to share? So, ito yung tanong ng mga practical na side ng utak natin. May kita ba to? Ayan. So, hindi lang to about passion, ha? Kailangan rin ng proof na may audience na naghahanap at willing gumastos sa topic na mapipili mo. Okay? Halimbawa, may isang single tita na laging nagbabakasyon gamit yung rewards points. Familiar ka ba ron? So, akala ng iba, magastos siya. Pero it turns out, sobrang kuripot siya. Yun lang, strategic siya eh. Kumbaga, madiskarte. And she made an ebook. Ang title, Travel Hacking for Kuripot Girls. Ang price niya is $299 lang. Now, in just 1 month, naka 20,000 sales siya. Kasi may audience na. May mga kagaya niyang budget conscious na gustong mag-travel. Gets ba, Besh? So, ask yourself, May nakita ka bang ibang e-books or ibang content or ibang courses na related sa topic mo? Kung oo, good sign yan. Ibig sabihin may market. Remember, hindi ito competition. Proof lang na may demand. Okay? So, let's have a quick recap of the Bell method for choosing your topic. Okay? So, una, brandable. Pwede kang mag-associate sa topic mo. And letter E, easy to teach. Hindi kailangan ng jargon, basta malinaw. And then L, lucrative. May market ba? May money. Kung may market, may money. Step 2, use ChatGPT to validate and expand ideas. Okay, ganito ha. Bigyan kita ng example scenario. Let's say one day, habang naghuhugas ka ng pinggan, naisip mo, gusto kong gumawa ng ebook about budgeting. Pero baka masyado ng common. Okay? Ito, sabi ko nga, don't second guess agad. Instead, gamitin natin si ChatGPT to validate and expand your ideas. For example, ito yung mga ideas. How to create a weekly budget kahit pasahod ka lang or pasahod ka lang. Now, type this sa ChatGPT mo. Ito yung prompt. List down 10 ebook topic ideas that are related to, and then yung topic, how to create a weekly budget kahit pasahod ka lang, and solve a real problem for beginners. Okay? And then, bibigyan ka ni ChatGPT ng 10 angles. Okay? Like, budgeting for freelancers, grocery hacks para sa one-income household, simpleng template ng 3 envelope method, mindset shift from ubos-kubos to may natira pa, alam mo yun. And then, apply the Bell method sa mga lumabas na ideas. Una, brandable ba siya? Brandable ba yung mga topics? Pwede ka bang makilala as budget bestie ng Pasahod Drive? Easy to teach. Na-explain mo ba in kwento style? Hindi lecture style, ha? And then, lucrative. May ibang tao bang gumagawa ng similar content? May bayad ba? Okay? O, ganito. Meron akong estudyante dati, single mom. Ang expertise niya, paano mag-budget gamit ang Piso Challenge. Akala niya di siya legit enough. Pero after we run the Bell plus ChatGPT prompts, lumabas na ang dami palang tao na gustong malaman ang Piso saving hacks. Now, she's earning from her ebook and naging speaker pa sa local event. Now, what if wala ka pang idea at all? As in zero. Wala ka maisip. So, chill ka lang, okay? May pa-rescue tayong prompt for that. So, ito yung prompt. Give me ebook topic ideas that are popular in the open and close quotation, open and close parenthesis, your interest, niche, and easy to teach. Okay, example. So, your interest equals parenting, kunwari. Then, lalabas dyan, how to establish a no-cry bedtime routine. O kaya naman, 5-minute playtime, bonding ideas for working parents. O kaya naman, digital detox tips for kids without the drama. So again, run them through the Bell lens, B-E-L lens. Yung pasok sa values mo, kaya mong i-explain at may tao talagang willing to pay for it. Okay? Okay, let's go to step 3. Test the topic. Now, pero before that, pause muna tayo saglit, ha? Pause muna tayo. Alam mo yung parang may kilig ka sa isang idea, pero di mo sure kung pangmatagalan ba to or trip-trip lang. That's why kailangan nating i-test ang topic mo bago ka magsulat ng buo. You may also ask yourself, halimbawa, do I like this topic enough to write about it for 7 days? Imagine mo to ha, nasa day 4 ka na ng pagsusulat. Medyo tinamad ka, o kaya ginutom ka, tapos maulan pa. And then ang topic mo, how to create spreadsheets for inventory. Kung wala kang connection or interest sa topic na yan, most likely di mo na siya itutuloy. Tama ba? Kaya ito yung tip ko ha. Kapag kaya mong pag-usapan yung topic over a cup of coffee with a friend nang hindi ka nabobore, aba, good sign yan. Okay? Example, si ate mo na mahilig magtanim ng herbs sa paso. If she lights up habang kinukwento niya yung paano buhayin ng basil plant after 2 typhoons, that's passion. That's a topic worth writing. Okay? Alright, let's go to number 2. Can I think of at least 3 people na kilala ko who might benefit from this topic? Isipin mo, sino sa mga friends, classmates, or even Facebook friends mo na pwedeng masolusyonan ng ebook mo? If meron kang at least 3 na naisip, good yan. Kasi ibig sabihin, may real life demand. Kung sila ang mga taong nagtatanong sa'yo about your topic, nakikita mong nalilito or nangangapa, or they've been through what you've been through, then baka ikaw na yung sagot sa problem nila, besh. Nasusundan mo ba? Alright, nakilala ko. Gumawa siya ng ebook on paano mag-move on ang may dignidad. So, mukha siyang meme. Yung level topic niya. Pero when she asked her group of friends, 5 agad yung nagsabi, girl, kailangan ko ngayon yan. Boom. Market validated. Diba? Ibig sabihin, may audience na siya kagad dun sa topic niya. Alright, now let's go to number 3. May ibang tao bang nagbibenta ng ganito? Oh, good news ha, kung may nauna na sa'yo, hindi yan bad sign. Sa totoo lang, mas okay yan. Ibig sabihin, may market, may willingness to pay, at may proof na people want help in that area or topic. So, hindi mo goal na maging the only one. Ang goal mo is to become someone who tells their story in a way that feels real. For example, ang topic mo ay decluttering for small condo spaces. Nakita mo may 3 ebooks na ganun din sa Shopee. Okay? And then, hindi ibig sabihin na tapos na ang laban. Ang tanong, may unique angle ka ba? Kung yun din ang isusulat mo, same topic. Ulitin ko ha, ang tanong, may unique angle ka ba? Baka sa'yo nila maramdaman yung, ay, bagay sa akin to. Kasi Pinoy context, gamit ang walis tambo, hindi vacuum. Diba? Yung mga ganung bagay. So, before ka sumabak sa writing frenzy, ask yourself, gusto ko ba tong topic na to? Okay? Good enough na ituloy kahit tinatamad ako. May kilala ba akong tao na matutulungan ng topic ko? May iba bang gumagawa nito? If yes, may market ka na, besh. Okay? So, kung yes ka sa lahat, ibig sabihin yan, validated and aligned ang topic mo. By heart, by market, at may potential kita yan. Okay, so task for today, anong gagawin mo? Ito na yung part na action mode tayo, ha? After lahat ng brainstorming at pag-evaluate, ito yung goal mo for today. First, choose 1 to 3 potential topics. Kahit 2 na lang muna, sige. Basta yung may spark pag binabasa mo. Okay? Number 2, test them using the Bell method. Tanungin mo uli sarili mo, brandable ba to? Yung napili mong topic. Easy to teach ba? Yung napili mong topic. Lucrative ba? Yung napili mong topic. At may magbabayad pa dun sa napili mong topic. And then number 3, run at least 1 ChatGPT prompt. Isali mo si ChatGPT sa usapan, ha? Parang ganito lang kasimple. Give me ebook topics about insert your idea that solve real problems. Minsan may maisasagot siya na mas catchy pa kaysa sa una mong naisip. So, para lang siyang group work, pero AI yung classmate mo. Diba? And then number 4, pick your final ebook topic by tonight. Besh, tonight. Huwag mo na ipagpabukas, ha? Minsan, yung first idea mo talaga yung winner. And then, hayaan mong Bell method ang mag-confirm. Okay? So, reminder, listen, makinig ka. You don't have to be a guru to teach something. Hindi mo kailangan ng degree or 10 years of experience. You just need to be one step ahead. Yung tipong natry mo na, may natutunan ka, at ready kang mag-share or i-share yung shortcuts sa iba. Parang ganito lang, think of it like this. Kung marunong ka nang gumawa ng turon, alam mo yung turon, kahit hindi ka chef, may iba dyan na hindi pa marunong magbalot or gumamit ng lumpia wrapper properly. So, ikaw yung magiging guide nila. Alright? So, that's it for day 2. And excited akong makita kung anong topic ang pipiliin mo. Again, don't overthink. Trust the process. Use the Bell method and let ChatGPT do the heavy lifting. And once you have picked your topic, post it in your tracker. Alright? So, kung may journal ka, lagay mo sa journal mo. But what matters is may napili ka. Ready ka na for day 3? Kasi doon naman, ituturo ko na kung paano mo sisimulan ang writing kahit wala kang pang-outline. Okay? So, kita-kita kids. So, kita-kits sa next video. Alright? Let's go!